and one for the intelligent as fellas get. Listen, let's settle this. Be clear, I could fall back 7 years, still it ain't no one ahead of me. Consider it a blessing if you get to stand next to me. 5-star general, OG veteran, cake like.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Raw TV. You always look at me when I say that. He likes Raw TV. You want to talk about obesity today, buddy? And eating too much? What do you think? Did you eat too much? Let me see that belly. Big belly. Well, all right, buddy. Go play here. I'll put you on the ground. Try not to drop you in your head. Big boy. All right, today is Easter, and talking about eating too much. And, okay, first of all, let me start by saying, I've been watching all these documentaries lately on TV on Netflix because, and here's where people are going to laugh. I've never had Netflix before. So I've had the smart TVs for a while, but I never hooked up Netflix to it. So when I moved in with Aaron, started hooking everything up, hooked up to Netflix. And with the Netflix comes documentaries. So I'm watching these different things. There's a lot of stuff about the food industry, obesity, blah, blah, blah. And I rewatched one the other night called SuperSize Me. And, you know, it'd been a while since I've seen it. And a few certain things stuck out to me that kind of are applicable to questions that I get all the time. I get all the time, Jerry, everybody says I should be eating, and I don't know who the fuck everybody is, but everybody fix this fucking camera angle. Make that shit fucking square. Everybody says I should be eating for my size this much. And I'm like, okay, what do you weigh? 165 pounds. And what are they telling you to eat? 4,000 calories. They're saying that I should be eating 400 grams of carbohydrates and 125 grams of fat. And I'm sitting there going, who the fuck are these people and what are they? So I said, okay, where are these people getting this information from? I'll ask them. And they say they're getting them from science. They're getting them from doctors. They're getting them from fucking nutritionists. They're getting them from dietitians. And I was like, that sounds kind of hard to believe that you're getting this shit from fucking science-based shit. I don't think so. So the people that are out there that are, you know, they're like fucking science thumpers, like Bible thumpers. They're science thumpers who preach a thing about science, but, you know, some of the shit that they say is more bro than fucking anything else. So I'm watching this movie, SuperSize Me, and they said 64% of the American population is obese. 64%, okay? Now, couple that with the number of people, percent-wise, that are not technically considered obese, but are fucking fat, that are overweight, that need to lose weight. So now, technically, let's say they're not like 35% body fat, they're 25% body fat, which to me is still too high a body fat for the average person to fucking be healthy and live a long time. So basically, let's shoot low. Say 74% of people have weight to lose in America. That's a ridiculous fucking number. That right off the bat tells me that people don't understand how much energy is in a calorie. Okay, what calories and macronutrients are. They don't understand this, how it works, how they fucking affect the body. They don't understand any of this shit. Okay, and some of them are just fucking completely blind to the fact, but some of them actually try to understand it, but fucking really don't. Now, the guy that was in the documentary, Morgan Spurlunk, I believe his name was, went for a checkup. The doctor said he was 185 pounds in great health. And he said, for your BMI, okay, which is the body mass index, you should be consuming about 2,500 calories. So 2,500 calories for 185 pounds. That's what it takes to maintain his physique or maintain his health. And he was 11% body fat, they tested him at. And the dietitian/nutritionist that was sitting with him flat out said, of those calories, 80 grams, okay, approximately 80 grams of fat per day is what you should have. And he has a fast metabolism. And out of those 80 grams, no more than 20 grams of saturated fat. Now, it was the first time I'd actually sat down and listened to a nutritionist or dietitian talk about not just the types of fat, but how much fat should go in someone's diet, specifically geared towards a specific body type. Now, Morgan Spurlunk, he didn't exercise, he was into working out, he was a naturally genetically lean guy who could eat 80 grams of fat, 20 grams, that's what they should be eating to be healthy, maintain, whatever. Now, you got guys and girls that come to me and other people, and they ask, Jerry, what should I be doing? And I say, they send me your shit, you know, when they start working with me, and I get many people who do not have fast metabolisms eating over 125 grams of fat, and much of it coming from saturated fats. Now, you know, there's a lot of people out there who will be like, oh, Jerry, fat's a fat, and calories are just all about calories. Well, why the fuck can't these people get their shit together? Because they're not doing it the right way. You know, they're finally recommending lower forms of saturated fat, which means, okay, and these are the science-based nutritionists, doctors, dietitians, blah, blah, blah. They're actually recommending less saturated fats now than other fats. Why? Because not every fat is created equal. Not everyone is used by the body the same way. Some are more dangerous than others depending on your fucking health. If your body does not metabolize those fats correctly, and you're loading up on saturated fats, guess what? Your triglycerides are going to be higher. Your cholesterol is going to be higher. And in the long term, your fucking health is going to suffer. Okay, I'm not talking about these little skinny fucks who can metabolize fats so goddamn fast that their fucking heads spin like The Exorcist, okay? I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people that are not like them, because the people that are asking me questions and other people questions are not the ones that have these fast metabolisms, are not the ones that break down saturated fats easily. When I got the DNA test done, it flat out told me saturated fats are not the preferred source of fat by my body. Poly and monounsaturated, which I found out over time, but if I took in 80 grams of fat from all saturated fats, my body will change. And it's not going to be for the better. I'm talking about my blood markers will change, my cholesterol will go up. You know, I will not be an efficient machine. That's just how I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You can fucking complain and bitch and moan in the comment section all you want. You motherfuckers look the same. You motherfuckers have no concept. You motherfuckers get zero fucking results and claim to have the biggest results in the world. At least I put up and fucking don't shut up. I put up what's going on and I fucking do it day after day after day. You've seen my transformations over and over again. And after 25 years, you don't think that I wanted to do all pork chops for fucking days at a time? You don't think I wanted to do all fucking sugars? You don't think I did this shit? You don't think I experimented with it to see what fucking happened and found out what works for my body and saw that these different things work differently? But a lot of you guys out there go under the guise science, doctors, USRDA, all this bullshit. You say those things. Yeah, you need at least fucking 125 grams of fat or you'll die. Okay, but this dietitian said 80 grams of fat. Okay, so is everybody going to fucking die if they listen to the fucking dietitian? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I've actually had people tell me, my friend Ani, who eats probably 400 to 500 fucking calories a day, should be dead. Guess what? She's not. She's not only not dead, but she's healthier than you, motherfucker, that's talking about it, and she's more fit than you. So how the fuck, I get stuck over and over again saying, you know, constantly over and over again about these people who like claim to have the fucking answers from doctors and scientists and data and all this shit. And I'm like, yeah, but now it's coming around that, let's see. It used to be believed that as long as your body fat was low, you were fine. Now they're understanding, fuck, whether it's muscle or fat, if you're 300 pounds, you're fucking 300 pounds. And it may actually be worse to be 300 pounds of muscle than 300 pounds of fat. So they're finding out new things all the time that are contradicting shit that they used to say back in the fucking day. And I think that what's happening is a lot of these people that are spitting out this information are listening to what was said fucking 25 years ago, and they're getting that information back then, or they're reading it now from back then, or whatever the case may be, and they're not realizing that some things have fucking changed and some things have been fucking learned, and there's new things happening all the time. But the bottom line is, guys, you do not need a lot of fucking calories to maintain your goddamn fucking body. You don't. If you do, congratulations, you have a fast fucking metabolism. But if you're watching this video right now and you can't fucking lose weight, guess what? You're eating too much. Plain and simple. If you have body fat on your body above 15%, you're eating either too many carbs or too many fat. Not necessarily proteins, but it could be proteins too. But more than likely it's carbs and fat, because people have a tendency not really to overeat protein. Let's face facts, you're not going to eat 500 grams of protein a day from chicken breast. But you can eat 500 grams of carbohydrates from rice alone, from potatoes alone, from fucking sugar. It's easy to overdo carbs and very easy to overdo fats. So if you don't have the metabolism that's fucking so fast that it's fucking burning up all that shit, you need to pay attention to what the fuck is going in your body and stop listening to these people that are telling you you need more than you fucking need. I actually had people, you know, comment on my day of eating, like, Jesus Christ, he barely eats any food. I don't fucking need it. I'm probably about 10% body fat max. I'm probably single digits, but 10% max. That means I still have body fat on my body to use, which means eating more fucking calories from those fucking energy, which is carbs and fats. Where the fuck do you think they're gonna go? If I still have body fat on my body it's using for energy, it gets stored as fat. I don't need any more. If you have enough body fat, you do not need more fucking food. You don't eat more food and it speeds up your metabolism. That's not how that works. Okay, despite what some people think, that's not what that fucking, and here's the big part. Nobody, not one single person of these fucking people who claim if you eat more, you lose more fat. Not one of them has taken the fucking time to sit down and thoroughly explain how that happens. Why? Because it's a fucking myth. They cannot prove it scientifically. They cannot prove that they did it to themselves. If they did do it, guess what? DNP, clenbuterol, T3, all that shit is fucking used for them to eat more food. Yeah, what the fuck? You add those goddamn fucking drugs in there, you're going to be able to eat more food. Bottom line, guys, you don't need as much as you fucking think you need to eat. People are telling you that you need to eat fucking too much. Don't listen to anyone. Listen to your fucking self. If you're eating 4,000 calories, you're not getting lean, you're eating too much, okay? Bottom line is, you got to find what works for you. But, and this is a fact, the lower the calories stay for the longer duration of your life, the longer you live and healthy you are. As long as micronutrient based, you nail everything every day. And that's a fucking fact. Jack, look it up. Biostraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostraining.com is a blog. It's a don't fuck around bicep, and we're out.